Hey, Legend, what's going on?
Quiet, man!
What?
You're behind the couch!
Why? What's going on?
I don't know what's happening. Everyone's turning to criminals. There's some kind of virus.
Is that where he who shall not be named went? Wait, what? I would never say that.
Exactly. Something's happening to everyone we're friends with. They're all turning to groomers. And worse, I heard Sporkle turn into a dog hairstylist.
Oh my god! Wait. It really just sounds like we're the problem. What's up, friends? It's me, Lemonade. That guy you see us at the gas station? Yeah, that's me. Remember that Skrunkly Fighters game I said I made? I made a video on it, and if you've seen it, then you'll know exactly what I said at the ending. But to jump your memory...
Like 10% of the cast in Skrunkly Fighters either had to be removed or came out to be terrible, awful, disgusting people, and that number continues to grow to this day. And you know, better yet, just don't invite people you don't know to work on projects. It's basic internet safety.
Now that was pretty bad. But, you know, I'm so lucky it never happened again. No, hey, man, wait, no! Yeah, so guess what happened? As it turns out, if you get some shady people to help with projects, they do some really shady things. I don't know how I made that mistake, but it seems like this happens a lot. Skrunkly Royale, my friend became a groomer. Skrunkly Fighters, half the cast are bigots. X3, my friends became creeps. Passion Flow, my friend turned into an abuser. Feline Frontiers, well, actually, no, that one's okay. Are you kidding me? Now, it would be incredibly irresponsible to chart every bad person to a chart. So I did. As you can see, it's a largely furry community. So that must mean all furries are the problem. Nope, that is not a reliable statistic. Well, see, if I change the chart to a different statistic, then it's a whole other story. Yeah, the issue is that I got a lot of strangers to help with my games. That's where it all starts. This seems to be a canon event for every online creator at some point, but the more I look at it, it's so simple to avoid. What am I thinking? And I cannot stress this enough. Just don't have people you don't know on a team, no matter how good you think they are. This is a problem I see a lot, and it's the reason why the FNF community is so notable for being bigoted. So basically, guy number 1 asks randos on Twitter, anyone want to work for my mod? I need like 20 people. And guy 2 is like, well, sure. I don't know you, but your mod seems pretty cool. And this is repeated like 40 times. But while guy number 1 might know 15 people in the team, there's still those 5 people who do their own thing. And then the even smaller margin is a guy who grooms people. As a result, that small but silent part of the community gets bigger and more popular, which leads them to getting known, and that's when they get exposed. It's a bit like an avalanche. Not only is Guy 3 a groomer, but they call the other guys supporters as they shared the same presence. And now Guy number 1 is a bigger target as he hired Guy number 3 in the first place. And this is kind of where a lot of the drama comes from, since FNF is mostly a community-driven game at this point. I made the horrible mistake of having a lot of my characters for my game come from submissions on Twitter. And looking back at it now, dog, are we serious? Why? Another less likely example is your very own friends. You know, you can never truly trust somebody. Unless they're legend, in that case, go ham. Yeah, so as it seems, despite what I said, even getting close friends to help can be a red flag. My friend who did the art in Skrunkly? Groomer! Those characters from X3? Creeps! That guy in the mirror? Well, let's to be honest, pretty damn handsome. If you want my advice on how to avoid this, it's really just to do nothing. If you didn't prepare for this, then it's going to happen one way or another. Nobody's perfect, and some people are less or more than others. As a general tip, you should avoid adding property from others you just don't own, so you're not left cleaning up someone else's junk, or even worse, living with it. This is basically what we're doing with X3, my little web cartoon. See, there was some gross stuff my ex-friends were up to in private, so we booted them. But we were left with some, stains that needed to be cleaned. So then we made new, original characters in case anything happens again. So, you know, we could just recast them. Well, that's all I really had planned. This is like a terrible video. I guess the moral of the story is to always work with someone you know. Like Legend, my friend Legend here, yeah, he's a really solid guy. He's never done anything wrong, and, you know, I might just double down and say that he's the greatest human ever. Are you kidding me? What?